Hey guys, it's Mickey Foley0105, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Elite Series 38 Daniel Bryan. Yes! So this is basically the front of the package. You of course see the actual figure of Daniel Bryan. It's his name right there. Then we see the shirt that it comes with, which we'll get into later once I unbox this figure. So basically I'm going to show you a closer look at the package. I know I already showed you the front of it, but you see the t-shirt, you see Daniel Bryan of course over there. I'm just showing you. Now this is the back of it. His signature move is the Yes Lock. This is from attire from May 5th, 2014. This is his logo. He's from Aberdeen, Washington. 210 pounds, he's 5'10", and he's debuted in 2010 in NXT. Well, at that time it was different. And you can get Roman Reigns, Adam Rose, Macho Man Randy Savage, Farouk, and Bradshaw, or JBL, which, well, he was considered Bradshaw back then. Yeah, so that's basically all the package. So now he's out of the package, and now I'm going to take a closer look at him. So first I'm going to start off with his face. From far away, this didn't really look like a good face scan, but to me, this actually looks a lot like him. My brother thought this didn't look really much like him, but I think it does. You have his beard, then you have his chest and his abs. That actually looks like a stomach. His chest is a little bigger, but they can't have every choice. So there, right there, we have his red tights, or panties, whatever, I don't really know. His red pants, right there, his red tights. You have these cool designs on it. And then you have his legs, and then you have the knee pads that have the same exact designs and color that his tights do. And then, last but not least, on the front of him is his boots. That looks really oh yeah, that is a different. It's slightly different, a slightly different design than the ones on his knee pads and his on his tights. Yeah, so yeah, right here then we have his regular feet. So now I'm gonna go to the back of him. Now this is the back of him. We see the top of his hair. It goes kind of down to his back a little bit. We see the back of his back, and the back of his arms. It actually looks a good amount like him. Good amount size. We have that design on the back of him. That's a closer look at it. Now we see the back of his legs and his knee pads. You see a little design there, and then we see his back of his boots. Now we're to the side of him. We see the side of his head, which we can see his hair and his beard and a little bit of his face. We see his arm, which his arm actually looks pretty good like him. Side of his tights, we see a white wristband, I think. Side of his knee pad and a side of his boots, and you can see the design. Now this is the other side of him. We also see this other side of his hair and his beard and a little bit of his face. It's basically the same arm. Well, this is basically all the same exact stuff on the other side. See the design on his tights, the white wristband again on the other side of him, and the other side of his boot with a design on it. So it's basically no different. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Now, this is his head. This is the top of his head. We can see his hair. You can see that hairline comb in the middle, and then his back, it goes down to his back a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, there's also a t-shirt that comes with it. It's a Yes t-shirt. This basically feels like a cloth. That's the feel of it. It's not rubber or anything. It feels pretty cool. And then it's kind of, a glossy feel on the Yes logo. You can unattach that so you could put through his arms and everything, so it's easier. And that's where his head goes, and you see the two other arms where you could put his arms. So this is what he looks like with his shirt on. This is a closer look for you with it. Of course, you can see his face and his body, and you have the glossy Yes logo. Now, this is the back of his shirt. You can see the Velcro lining. So now, last but not least, I'm going to be testing the articulation. So basically, I'm going to be testing how good he moves. So he can move his arm up about that high. And as you know, my last review was a basic Brock Lesnar, but this is an elite, so it is going to move better. So anyway, he can rotate that way a full 360 degrees, and then he can also rotate his elbows. Not his elbows, he can rotate his wrists, and then he can rotate his elbows also, that half of his arm, And the same one, his other arm can do the same thing. It can twist around. It can move, and he can also do the wrist movements, which is pretty good, which is every elite could do. His head basically moves the same as the basic Brock Lesnar. Most elites move like this. You can't turn it. You can only turn it like 180 degrees, about somewhere around there. But anyway, yeah, he could turn that full way. He could turn. This is how much he can turn if you place it right there. I'll show right there. And then the other way around, it's gonna do more than my last review of the basic Brock Lesnar because it's a basic one. But so far, including bending the legs and turning, it's can do that much. I've seen elites do better, but it's still pretty good for an elite. It's pretty average, a little above average. The legs, his kneecaps can do that. They can bend. They can bend halfway to the thing, and then also don't forget about that. Most elite is most recognizably made their stomach that can go, and then also their legs can twirl and spin. I'm not sure if it can rotate a full way, and the ankles cannot move at all. Maybe if you try really hard, but you're not really supposed to try extremely hard to do it. You're probably gonna break it, but no, it most likely cannot move. This can spin around a full 360 degrees, a full rotation. It's a full hip swivel rotation. And let's not forget about my favorite part of the articulation is how good of a split his legs can do. It literally is amazing for an elite. Most elites can barely do even halfway. It can go just all the way up, and it's so smooth. It's probably the best leg split I've ever seen on any WWE figure. Now I'm going to give you my rating on this figure. This is a really good elite figure. It moves really good. So basically what I'm going to give it is a 9 out of 10. You know, it's basically a really good figure. It's one of the best elites I've actually ever used. It moves really good. Definitely isn't the best, but it's one of the best. So yeah, if you like this review, don't forget to leave a like, and maybe even consider subscribing if you like a lot of my videos. And yeah, bye guys, and see you on my next video.